Hey folks! So, as a lot of you are probably aware, there's been some community backlash over the last couple of days over the most recent round of economic changes in War Thunder. Enough community backlash that Gaijin actually rolled back the change, and I have to say I'm actually pretty surprised at that. Now, I'm not going to get wrapped up in the minutia of the changes they made or the rollback, and I don't usually do the drama of the week type of posts. But I wanted to share with you some feedback that I left for the Snail through the content creator program about all of this. I did a video about the Silver Lions economy, I think last year, and most of the problems have either stayed the same or gotten worse, with only like 3 or 4 vehicles actually getting better by meaningful margins. Anyway, I'm just going to read verbatim what I left for the Snail. Roll post. I don't weigh in on this type of topic too often, but in this case I feel compelled. In regards to the current community backlash about the economic changes in-game, I'm going to share a few thoughts. The current state of the in-game Silver Lions economy is, frankly, absurd. It's ripe with paradoxes, inconsistencies, and alienates new players just when they're starting to get into the game. I understand that Gaijin needs to make money, and War Thunder's primarily free-to-play. I get it. And I want Gaijin to make money off War Thunder, because it's an amazing game, and I want the creation of amazing things to be rewarded. With that said, here are some specific items of feedback. First, basing repair cost on player statistics is fundamentally flawed as a paradigm, both from a gameplay standpoint and an economic standpoint. The repair costs should probably be based on vehicle rank alone. Yes, this means that some vehicles will be more efficient than others. That should be okay, and needs to be okay. Otherwise, you get some paradoxical situations. For example, the B-57A costs 12,000 Silver Lions to repair. The B-57B, which is right below it in the tech tree, at the same battle rating, and is an upgrade in literally every way, costs 11,570 Silver Lions, and is cheaper to repair. This creates a situation where a player who has both has literally no reason to ever play the B-57A, and their contributions are never tabulated into the statistics of the B-57A. Next, consider the F-84F. This plane appears, basically in identical form, in multiple tech trees. In the American tech tree, it costs 11,637 to repair. The German version is 9,706 to repair. The Italian is 12,176 to repair. The French is 9,720 to repair. All of these vehicles are at the same rank and battle rating, and are essentially identical. There's no reason for the repair costs or research costs to be any different, and any system that produces different repair values for them is fundamentally flawed. The F-84F is a good example because it also exists as a premium in the Israeli tree, so it can provide a very direct comparison and benchmark for what the advantages of a premium vehicle actually are. In this case, the premium F-84F repairs for 4,780 Silver Lions, so roughly half. That's fine, and provides a reason to get a premium, but the real point is that the values for the non-premium versions are all mismatched and shouldn't be. There are other examples, such as the F-86K, where identical vehicles appear in multiple tech trees, but have entirely different repair costs. Again, for emphasis, any system of calculation that gives this result is simply flawed. To remedy these issues, my suggestion is that repair costs should be dramatically reduced across the board, but also linked to vehicle rank and no other factors. Yes, this will make some vehicles overperform economically, and that should be okay. Err on the side of rewards rather than penalties. In addition to the formula used to calculate repair costs being fundamentally flawed, the cost to reward equilibrium is out of balance and has been for a very long time. A player with a premium account, someone who's already paying for the game, can get into a match, defeat one player, get shot down, and still lose Silver Lions even if their team wins. A player who has every possible bonus, has a premium account, and the bonuses from winning the match can still be punished for breaking even in terms of their contribution to the match. This shouldn't be possible. A player who is already paying for a premium account and is on the winning team should at least break even if their mission contribution is a 1-to-1 ratio, and should be rewarded for anything above that. This doesn't happen though, and in some vehicles, players need to get a 5-to-1 ratio or higher just to break even. My suggestion to fix this is not only to dramatically reduce the repair costs across the board, as I mentioned before, but to dramatically increase the rewards and incentives for having a premium account. Focus on broadening the player base and broadening the amount of premium players rather than squeezing harder on a smaller number of premium players. End post. Okay, so that's what I left for the snail. Now, those are just my suggestions, and they're probably not ideal. They're definitely not perfect. But I just wanted to offer something constructive instead of just complaining. In an ideal community, we'd see the devs willing to listen to player feedback, like specific details of player feedback, and rework the in-game economy, basically from top to bottom, do some player polling with more than just 2 options, or in general just find some way to reach some kind of a compromise, because the current state of the game's economy is, and remains, fundamentally busted. It punishes everyone but the top 6 or 7% of players, and ironically, it holds back that top fraction of players, because so much of their strong performance is wasted on upkeep. A top-end unicorn player shouldn't have to grind Silver Lions for weeks or longer if they want to upgrade their crew to expert on some vehicle. The rewards for being in the top few percentiles should actually be, like, significant. And by the same token, average players in the middle 50 percentiles shouldn't get punished for playing the game casually and putting out average performance. Reward excellence, tolerate average performance. Don't punish average performance. Anyway, I've been rambling for a bit, but I just wanted to share the feedback I sent to the snail. I doubt anything will come of it, but gotta try, right? As always, thanks for watching.